Welcome to Pilates with Jen. Today we're moving through a 38-minute intermediate reformer flow using the long box and just one blue spring the entire class. This is a seamless full body session that builds strength, balance, and core control without any spring changes. Grab your long box, set up your reformer to one blue spring, and once you're ready, I'll meet you on the reformer.
Once you're ready, you're gonna find a seat on the box facing the foot bar. You're gonna bring your balls of the feet on to the foot bar. Now, you can shimmy yourself back, which will make this work less intense, but the closer you are towards your feet or the foot bar, the more intense this work is. So you're gonna draw those shoulders back. You're gonna find that waistline up over the hips. Arms are gonna reach out in front of you, plug those shoulders down your back. We're gonna take an inhale. As we exhale, I want you to roll yourself down into that C curve, a position that you're able to hold. Now legs are squeezing together. You're gonna go ahead, inhale, push yourself out. Exhale, resist yourself back home. So again, a very light carriage. So you have to control by pulling this carriage in very slowly. So just bending and straightening the legs here. Shoulders are staying down. Core is stable in that C curve. And in 4 more, we're going to add a little rotation. For 3, 2, 1 more here. Next time your legs come in, and when you extend them out, I want you to pull the right elbow back, left elbow back, resist it forward. Again, right elbow back, extend forward as you bend the knees. Now I'm exhaling as I'm rotating, inhaling, coming in. We have 4 more on each side. Keep that core pulled in, shoulders down. Keep that C curve, abs pulled into that spine. 2 more. Each side, you got this. Heating up through the abs before we begin our work. Finding our core, waking it up. Last one here. When those hands come in, slowly bring your knees on in, and you carefully can roll yourself up for a moment. Take a quick break. Reorganize yourself here. Balls of the feet are still staying on that bar. Shoulders are back and down. We're going to extend the carriage out here. We're going to lift the left knee. We're going to roll ourselves back. Find that C curve. Once you have that C curve, shoulders can come down. You have the option, you can hold your leg and just rotate, or you can bring your arms to the clouds. You're going to bend your knee in. As you press out, rotate towards the left and bring it back. So staying to that side, rotate, wringing that waist out around that spine. Really extending long through that foot, controlling that carriage coming in as you're dragging that resistance of the carriage back to the stopper. We have 4 and 3, 2, last one, come all the way in, place that foot down, roll yourself up, extend the left leg long, lift the right leg into tabletop, grab behind the thigh, send yourself back, draw those abs into that spine, shoulders are down. Option to hold the leg or reach the arms long. You're going to bend, resist out, rotate, bring it back in. Think about trying to keep the pelvis quiet. You're rotating the waist around the spine, using those obliques. You're dragging it back in, losing my tabletop. We have 4 3, 2, and 1. Carefully bring it in, place that foot down, roll yourself on up. You can place your feet onto your platform, extend your legs out, and just give yourself a little forward bend. And maybe close that carriage, and let's reach those arms long just to give ourselves a little side stretch, stretching those obliques. Coming back to center. From here, we are going to come and we are going to make a change. So I want you to make sure that your box is a little pushed off over towards the right side or the left side, whatever side you're working on. I am going to start working with my left foot first. So my right foot is going to come onto the carriage in front on the side of the box. Now, my left knee is coming down. My right foot is coming to the foot bar. So now I want you to make sure that you have room here because we're going to be transitioning here. So foot is on the foot bar, knee is down. Hips are closed to the box underneath you, abs are pulled in, shoulders are away, neck is long. Foot is in parallel on the ball of the foot. You're going to push the carriage out, light carriage. Pull it in. You want to control that carriage, don't let it fly home. So again, we're stabilizing through our core here. Press the leg out, resist it in. We're going to go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Next time you come all the way in, go ahead, rotate that foot. You want to bring that foot to parallel. So my heel is in, my toe is pointed out. I'm going to push the carriage out, resist it in. The knee is coming a little bit wide, but you're still controlling that carriage. You're still trying to keep that hip square to the box underneath you. Abs are still pulled in, shoulders are back. We have 5, 4, let the shake happen, 3, 2, last one here, come all the way in, bring the foot to parallel. We're going to combo the 2. You're going to push out straight, you're going to rotate, bring it in. Straight, push out, rotate, bring it in. So stirring the hip in that socket, feeling that glute work on the other side. Abs are controlling it all. Carriage is not running away from you because the stability in your core. We got 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, bring it in. Carefully, you're going to take that foot now and you're going to step it up towards the foot block, the shoulder block. You're going to reach down. Your left knee is staying on that box. You're going to come to a high proposal. Short loop is in your hand. We're going to start with a high elbow row. Keep those abs in, giving your wrist a break. You want to make sure those wrists are long, squeezing that back body as you pull that elbow back. Inhale, release. Exhale, pull. We're going to start adding a little bit rotation in 2. And 1 more here. Next time you pull, you're going to pull that elbow, rotate, look towards that elbow, release it long. So really rotating around that waistline. We got 4. And 3, 2, 1. Bring it back in, and carefully you can come bring your other knee onto that box. Now both knees are on your box. You have the choice between your long loop or your short loop. I am going to use my short loop. If the short loop is too much, then you stay with the long loop. I'm gonna move over a little towards the right of my box. My right leg is coming up. We're gonna draw those abs in, send those shoulders back, flex that foot. You're gonna extend that leg long, pull it right back underneath the hip. Extend, kick it out, squeeze the glute, resist it in, still stabilizing through the core. Shoulders are down, gaze is over the tip of your nose, neck is long. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, bring it on in, place that knee down. Left arm or outside arm is coming onto the box, dropping your forearm. You're gonna open your hip towards the side for a Spiderman. Right elbow, soft bend. Flat foot, you're gonna kick away, bend in, tap the elbow. Extend, bend in, tap the elbow. Hold through that core, light carriage. You have to stabilize, find that balance. Try not to dump into that supporting shoulder. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend it out. We're dropping it down for a forward sweep, kicking it back. Keep the gaze towards the foot. Dropping it down for a forward sweep, sweeping it back, watching the foot. Just bringing it to hip height, working those glutes. That stabilizing glute should really be talking. We have 4, 3, 2, last one. Carefully bend your knee, step up onto the carriage, and you can carefully have a seat on your box. Leave the strap exactly where it is. I am now facing you. Strap is on my outside foot. We're gonna sit up nice and tall. The closer you sit towards the strap, the easier it will be. The more you move away from the strap, the harder it will be. So I'm halfway in the middle, I guess. Sitting up tall, use this heel to push out of, nice and tall. You're gonna abduct that leg out, resist it back in. So pull the leg out to the side and bring it in. Woo. You can hold on to the box if you need help. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, let that strap come in. You're carefully gonna bend that leg onto the carriage. You're gonna take that strap off that foot. You're gonna put the short strap on the opposite foot. Again, the further away you are from the shoulder straps, the harder it is, okay? So sitting up nice and tall. We're gonna go for adduction now. So we're letting the strap pull us. We're gonna pull it in towards the center. So let the strap pull those inner thighs in, squeeze to your midline. Sitting up nice and tall, dropping those shoulders back and down. We have 5 more. Last 3. For 2. And 1. Great job. When it comes back, bend that knee in. Woo! And you can carefully take that strap off. We are going to turn on the box. We are going to be straddling the box. Now, you don't need much room on the other side, just as long as you can get your toe down and straddle it. We're coming to single arm work facing the foot bar. So arms are going to be reaching long. We're going to come into presentation. So I want you to reach those arms up towards the chest and bring them down. Your unstrapped hand is just moving for mobility at the same time as your strapped hand. Abs are pulled in, shoulders are down your back. String pulling you from the crown of your head, sitting high on those sitting bones. We have 4. For 3. 2. Last one, when the arms are at your chest, drop them down towards your waist. You're going to open them up into a round beach ball. We're coming into hug a tree. So you're going to squeeze towards your midline, resist it back. Remember, you have the option. You can be using the long loop or the short loop. I am using the short loop. It's a little bit of a challenge. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Open those arms. Go ahead, release that one strapped arm. Roll that shoulder. And I'm just going to move my hands to the long loop so I can reach down and grab my other strap. I now have both straps in my hands. Please be mindful you can stay on the long loops or go to the short loops. Arms are coming down, palms are facing forward. We're going to come to hug a moon. So arms are going to come up over our head, reach up, and bring them down. Soft bend in those elbows. Arms don't have to be locked out. Just hugging the moon up and over your head and bringing them down. Make sure those shoulders stay down your back. We have 4. For 3. 2. This last one, you're going to come up, hands are going to come together. You're going to hinge yourself over. Make a diamond with your fingers. You're going to bend the elbows back for a tricep. Push them forward. Abs are pulled in. Keep those shoulders away from the ears as you extend those arms. You're hinging over your hips. You have a slight hinge. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Carefully go ahead, bring those arms down towards your sides. Roll those shoulders. You can carefully hang the strap up that we just used, hang it on the handle. You're going to keep that other strap in your hand. I just want you to take a moment here, bring that arm across your body for a moment, drop that shoulder back and down. All right, we are going to transfer to the other side. We're going to do everything in reverse. So I have the strap in my left hand. Both of my palms are coming down, facing forward. We're going to start with presentation. So you're going to bring that arm up towards your chest and bring it down. Remember, you have the option between the long loop or the short loop. Try not to let the weight push you to one side. Keeping those shoulders down, staying nice and tall through the crown of your head. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Next time the arm comes down, we're coming into hug a tree. So arms come out, soft bend in the elbows, bring it to the center, resist it back. Try not to pop through the chest, keep everything connected. We have 4, 3, 2, last one. Go ahead, open those arms, woo, and relax that shoulder. This is where we carefully have to come off to the other side of our carriage. Just fix our box so we have room to complete the other side of our body. You're gonna have a seat on your box. Remember, the closer you are to the straps, the easier it is. So you can have the long loop or the short loop on that foot. We're coming for adduction. So first we're gonna sit up nice and tall. Leg is reaching long. You're gonna pull towards the foot bar with that leg. You're gonna resist it coming back towards the center. So pull it towards the foot bar away from its center point and resist the pull back towards the center. Sitting up nice and tall, trying not to lean back. Really grounding that opposite foot. We have 3, 2, last one. Bring it to center. You're gonna bring that foot in, take that strap off that outside foot, and now you're gonna bring that strap to the inside foot. So again, leg goes out long. Find your comfort point. Now the strap is gonna pull you towards the tower. Sit up nice and tall. You're gonna pull it back towards its midline. Let it pull you out. Pull it in. Use those inner thighs. Grounds through the heel of the other foot. Use that core to help pull that leg over. We have 4 more. 2, last one here. Pull it into the center, resist it back. When you pull it back in, go ahead, fold that knee down. You can take that strap off of that foot. We're gonna hold the long loop in our hands and make sure your carriage is all the way back to the bumper. You're gonna come to that kneeling position on this box. Once you're in that kneeling position on this box, remember you can choose the short loop or the long loop and put it on that foot. Once you have that strap on, sorry, having technical difficulty, abs are pulled in, shoulders are back and down. You can be down on your elbows if you need a wrist-friendly option. I am scooching over a little towards the left side. Abs are pulled in. We're lifting that left knee. You're pressing the leg back, pulling it right underneath that hip. Try not to let the weight transfer to that right hip. You're trying to hold the load with your core and that other side of your body. Pressing it out, resist it, driving it right back under that hip. We have 4, 3, 2, Last one, bring that knee in. You can place that knee down. We're gonna make a change. Elbow comes down in front of you. You rotate your body. Move your knee over, organize yourself. Soft bend in that outside hand, which is my left hand. You're gonna bend the knee in, tap the elbow, push it away. Bend it in, tap, and push. Try not to lean over too much on that right side. You're still trying to keep the weight balanced between the core and the other side. So keep that hip hugged in towards the midline. Easier said than done, I know. 4, 3, 2, last one, keep your gaze at your toe. You're gonna sweep it forward, sweep it back, sweep it forward, and back. Take the gaze to the toe. We have 4, 3, 2, last one. Carefully bring that knee in. You can bring it down, and you can carefully come onto all fours. We are going to take that strap off our foot. So carefully bring that knee in, take that strap off. Your carriage comes back. We're taking a rest off our elbows. That left knee is coming up towards the box, coming into a high knee proposal. Split stance. Abs are pulled in, strap is coming to your outside hands. For me, that's my left. We're coming for a high elbow row, no rotation yet. So just pulling that elbow back, resisting it forward. We're gonna, in 2 more, we'll start adding that rotation. After this one, next time you pull back, rotate, take your gaze with your elbow, bring it back. Try to keep those hips as square as you can to the tower in front of you. Shoulder away from the ear, rotating that waist around the spine. We got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Carefully reach on down. You're gonna hang that strap up. Hands are coming back towards the box. Your foot on the carriage is gonna move back a little bit. Your foot is now, ball of your foot is coming onto the foot bar. So this is now my right foot. Shoulders are down, abs are pulled in. From here, bend in the standing leg on the carriage. You're gonna push yourself out in parallel, resist it in. Knee comes right underneath that hip. Keep those shoulders away, abs pulled in. Strong core, stable core. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it all the way in. Turn that leg out into parallel. You're gonna sit yourself down. You're gonna push it out, resist it in. Woo, this leg is shaky. Four, 3, I'm trying to control the carriages as best I can. 2, and 1. Bring it in. We're gonna do that parallel. Actually, we'll stay in turn out. Turn out to go out, parallel to come in. Turn out, parallel to come in. I forgot to reverse the combo on the other side, but I am gonna reverse it on this side. One more, turn out to come, push out, parallel to come in. Stay in parallel, push out, rotate, come in, parallel, out, rotate, in. We got 3, for 2, last one, bring that carriage in, carefully place that knee on down. All right, we are carefully gonna step off that box. You can go ahead, move your box back to the center of your carriage. Once your box is back into the center of your carriage, we are gonna go ahead, we're gonna lie on our box here, and we are gonna face our foot bar. We're getting some lower body work in. Elbows, palms of your hands are coming to the foot bar. Pelvis is pushed in, shoulders are back and down. Box is at the edge of your rib cage. You're gonna extend yourself out, get a nice stretch through that whole body. Head is looking down, really extending through those arms. And from here, as you come in, elbows come wide. You can go ahead, lift yourself up into that swan, squeeze the glutes, get that back body work. Squeeze, press it down, resist it out. Again, continue coming in for your swan and your back extension that seems fit for your body. Everybody's extension is very different here. So light carriage coming in, really opening up through that back body, pushing that top body away, straightening those arms, bending the arms, dropping it towards the center. One more here. Come all the way down and extend yourself out. You're gonna bring yourself all the way in. Left hand is coming in front of the box. Right hand is on to the foot bar. Elbow is dropped towards the springs. Head is in neutral, pelvis pushing in. You're gonna extend the carriage out, bend the elbow to come in. So definitely not as heavy as I normally do here. I usually like to add a yellow on. But again, trying to keep the spring change, the class down to 1 spring change. So, or no spring changes, should I say. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all the way in. Let's switch arms. Left hand is coming to the foot bar. Right arm is in front of my box. Pelvis is pushing into the box. I'm going to extend myself out. Bend my elbow down towards the springs. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that carriage all the way home. You can go ahead, let everything rest for a moment. I am gonna go ahead, straddle my box. Come up to a straddled position. You can bring your feet on to the box. We are gonna bring our knees onto the box from here. So carefully come up, bring those knees down. You're gonna bring your hands to the foot bar. This is our last push here. Now, where you put your knees on this box makes a huge difference in the planks. Remember, we're on a blue spring. So if you're not used to planking on a blue spring, keep your feet further away from the foot bar. I'm gonna take mine right to the center. I'll adjust as I need. Shoulders are back and down. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna lift the knees. We're gonna push the carriage out. We're gonna pull the knees all the way in and push them out. So now I'm gonna move my toes up to increase the challenge. As I bring the knees in, my hips, flexors come in deeper. I gotta keep my shoulders over my wrist, tuck my knees towards my chest. Straight line from the crown of my head to my tailbone. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold it out. We're just holding this plank. Hold it out 20 seconds. You got this, strong bodies. Hold it, breathe it out. We got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those knees on in and carefully come back onto your knees. Great job. Sit yourself back into child's pose. I want you to go take those hands, roll those wrists. And then if you want to bring your hands back up to the foot bar, maybe come up on your knees, send yourself back maybe into a little puppy pose, dropping that chest, maybe opening through that chest. We can carefully come up around that spine, close that carriage. I'm going to walk my knees away from me a little bit. I'm pointing my toes. So I'm going to take my right foot, I'm going to bring it over to the right. I'm going to wag, I'm going to take my gaze, look at the toe on the right. I'm going to bring it back to center, take my left foot, take my gaze to the left. Bring it back to center. So just a little bit of lateral flexion through the waistline, cooling ourselves down, reaching. We got 3 more. For 2. And 1 more. Come back on those knees. Send your hips back. You can push yourself out again for a puppy pose if you choose. You can bring that carriage on in. You can carefully step yourself down. Once you've stepped yourself down, I want you to bring your elbows towards the box. Maybe move your legs a little further away from you. Open those legs into a split stance. I want you to take a big, deep inhale around that spine. Exhale it out. Let's go for 2 more. Inhale round. Exhale down. 1 more. You can go ahead, bring those feet together. Carefully place those hands onto the box. Maybe just give your hands a little bit of a stretch. Move your weight over those wrists and back. Just rocking gently forward and backwards. 2 more. Great job. Bring those hands to your sides. Let's go ahead and reach those arms up towards the clouds. Cactus those hands. Bring your hands to heart. And thank you so much for working out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this workout. Like always, please like, comment, share, subscribe. And until tomorrow, I'll meet you on the Reformer. Bye.